Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This workshop is going to explore our connections with our community. So let's get started. What is connection to community? Connection is about people helping and supporting others as a collective. Finding a common ground together to help others, we must have a willingness to understand each other. But before you can truly understand others, you must first understand yourself. It's time to gather our materials. You'll need drawing materials such as a pencil or markers, paper, your favorite art materials for the mark making process, maybe markers, colored pencils, paint, watercolors. And then at the end, you'll need your phone with camera capabilities. In this activity, we'll be focusing on symbols and shapes. I want you to think about, what does connection to community look like to you? As you're thinking, I want you to list out those examples. Once you've listed out those examples, I want you to then go back and think of what a graphic element or design would look like associated with those examples. Now that you have your symbols, I want you to think about yourself. I want you to define what your role is in your community. You will design a symbol that represents you in that community. I want you to think about how you feel in that community as an individual. Lastly, I want you to think about color. The psychology of color is a great tool to be able to use to express our emotions and our inner feelings in a way that sometimes words just can't help us. Choose 5 colors that associate your emotions to what you think connection to community is for you as an individual as well as a collective. I also want you to think about what is going on right now in our society and assign a color to that feeling that is associated with the community that you're a part of. Now that we have our symbols, the understanding of our own identity, and our colors, we're going to go ahead and create our visual representation of how we see ourselves connected to our community. That's the first part. In the second part, we're going to share all that we've created anonymously, and we're going to create a collective piece. We're going to go ahead and allow someone else, using your symbols and your colors, to create their understanding of community using your experience and your emotions. This exercise is here to help us to walk in somebody else's shoes. Once you've created your piece, and the piece that you've created using somebody else's symbols, I'd love for you to be able to upload it in our online gallery. I'm going to provide you a link to where you should upload your work so that we can create this virtual museum and have a dialogue about, one, community, connection, and how we see ourselves in those communities, alongside with how other people see themselves in those communities. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this activity. It was wonderful guiding you guys through the process. If you have any questions, my information is listed below. And yeah, I can't wait to see what everyone creates. Bye.